I'm so sorry, but you can't be at my desk. Good morning. I gotta write this down better so I can read my handwriting. Okay. How are you this morning? Is everybody having a spectacular day? Are you having a great day? I hope you guys are having a great day. I really do. We just got out of bed. It is 11:30. So, I know. How dare I sleep in? But we needed to. We didn't get home until about 4 o'clock this morning. We had to rush baby to the vet last night. So we are late coming home and getting up and starting our day. And it's already the 6 shades of heat in the sun out there. So yeah, I'll go work at the store. I'm not going out there. I'm not going out there. It's hot. So I'm gonna sit here and have my coffee with you while Sam feeds his chicken dynasty and moving forward with the morning. So good morning, everybody. um, there we are. That's where we're at. Let's start with a card. Let's do it. Let's get a card going for the morning. For the love of all things holy, let's get a positive card going for the morning. Good morning, Kelly. Don't forget, you guys, we have a lot of stuff going on. What happened? I've never had a cat get a urinary tract infection before, especially a male cat. And I didn't know anything about this, but I was walking to my car yesterday morning and I was like, "What are you doing, cat?" And it was, he was trying to pee in several different spots. And I'm like, "What's wrong with you?" So we went to Toledo because I'm renovating the camper and we needed some parts. So we go to Toledo, we come back, and he's not moving on the floor. He's just not doing well at all. So I look it up and it's just UTI, so I'll take care of this, no problem. So what I do is I have penicillin, okay, on a farm. I bought it before they kind of made it illegal for farmers to buy it at Tractor Supply. And so I have penicillin. So here's me subcutaneously giving the cat penicillin. And I'm thinking, okay, well, if it's just an infection, penicillin will take care of it. That's what they normally would give them. And yeah, no, the penicillin didn't do anything wrong. I mean, it was not a bad thing. It was just, didn't know at, 11 o'clock at night, I could get a vet appointment. So we ran to Fort Wayne at 11:30, which is an hour and 15 minutes away. And so baby is still on the fence, I think. I can't even think about cost. I can't even think of it. Makes me want to puke a little bit. But he is he's sedated at the ER vet in Fort Wayne, and they're taking care of him the best they can. And I'm sure he'll be home in a couple days. But anyway, so it turned out he has a bladder obstruction. And I guess in male cats, this is a real big problem. How do we have 32 people on here? Well, let's get to this. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, they had to do all sorts of stuff, Kelly. It's not, I guess he's super uncomfortable. Yeah, not the horse, the cat, baby, the kitty is at the vet right now at the emergency vet. So we're just getting out of bed. So this is my morning. Good morning. How are you? I'm sure it'll be fine. I know it'll be fine. It's going to be fine. We got him there in time, but his creatinine and his bun and all these things were off the charts, and we did get him there pretty much just in time, a couple more hours. And if we had gone to bed and waited, he'd have been dead by morning. Yep. Not an option. Not an option. I could feel Bill just silently judging me. Not really, but I was just like, oh, hell no, we're not letting Bill's cat die. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, somebody's having a really good morning. Who on here is like, good morning to you? That is, somebody has this really, I hate to put it this way, Snow White feeling. Like, la, good morning. You're lovely to have in the feed. Okay. So we are prepping. I had somebody backlash at me, which we don't usually get. I've been very, very blessed on my spiritual journey. my guides put so much stuff out there for my friends so they all didn't think I was batshit crazy. Honestly, they went down the list and just like my friends were like, yeah, this is what you think you're going to do at 38. Wow. And then they would give me like incredible validations for these people. Right. So I don't have a lot of backlash. I never have. Even online, we are very, very protected online. We don't get a lot of backlash. I don't know if you guys noticed that. If you guys are on other feeds, there's a lot of trolls and we don't get that. And I attribute that to Archangel Michael taking care of myself and my energy every day in every way. So even in the store where we're in the downtown with 37 churches, we don't get any problem. I had somebody post the other day because I put up the post because we have been invited to go to Paracon and present table tipping. I had somebody get on there and call me demonic and then let the war ensue. Like then a whole bunch of people just not jumped on me, but then they were like blah, 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 back and forth. I was like, oh my Lord, you guys, you got to stop. I wasn't yelling at anybody. I'm like, you can't do this. This is not appropriate. I don't care what your beliefs are. I don't go out and I don't put them on you. Please, if you can't say anything nice, then please keep quiet. And so I think I might have blocked that person because they just couldn't stop themselves. And I don't want to live that life. How about you guys? I don't want to live in that energy and that vibration where I judge somebody else for their belief system. It's archaic. That's what it is. It's archaic. Good morning from Birmingham, UK. That's archaic thinking. That was control thinking, right? Like, this is how we get people to do what we want. We scare the ever-loving piss out of them so that they will follow the line. They toe the line. It's how they converted all the people that believed in the old gods to Catholicism and then branched it off into a bunch of other different types of religions, right? And guess what? Christianity isn't the biggest religion on the planet. You guys know that? We believe it is here because we are here. It isn't. It's Islam. It's Muslim. So we are just really holier than thou in some beliefs over here. And it's sad because we alienate other people based on this, based on what we are supposed to be believing from our heart. This isn't I signed a list and gave the church money thing. And that, you all, is the root of the problem. Right? And this is not to say that all churches are this way, but it is. There's money makes the world go round, right? Money builds a bigger church, and when you step away from that, it creates fear, and they don't even know it. They don't even realize it, and that's okay too. But we shouldn't be slinging stones at each other because we feel something different than they do. What some people say is, you must feel the way I feel or you are wrong. There's so much of this on the planet right now, going in both directions, right? Both directions, but not just in this. Not just in this. I recently also had somebody post on a post online that and it wasn't so much that it was negative, but it was, these people didn't support me, so they're bad. They're bad. Why is that a thing, that they didn't support you, so they're bad people? No, they didn't support you because they didn't support. Maybe they don't get involved in politics. Maybe they stay on their own side of the fence. Maybe it's just the way it is. Corporations don't go around supporting all these little guys that have different views. Not all the time. But that doesn't mean that they are bad people. Right? They believe different than you. God bless America. God bless America. We have that right. So, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Renee. Yeah, he's in a lot of pain. Baby's in a lot of pain. They're doing the best they can keep him comfortable because he is a pretty substantial blockage. Diana says, here's the thing. Everyone has their own opinions. That's what makes us people. Look, we went from 33 to 13 because they're like, I don't want to listen to people talk about this. Why? Because it's uncomfortable. We got into a habit of having to accept other people's reality as truth. And this isn't going to make everybody happy, me saying this. I don't have to accept your reality because you say it's true. It's true to you. It may not be true to me. That's the way it is. And the more you try to shove it down my throat, the more pissed off I get. And I don't want anything to do with it. I am not going to act about it, but I will distance myself more and more and more from disagreement because I don't need it in my life. First half of my life was nothing but disagreement and anger and just issues. I don't need that. Who needs that? Do you guys want that? Do we subscribe to that? No. Good morning, Keely. So we have our own reality. And we need to love each other for our differences, not for our sameness. Not because we attend this place or we sign that document or vote that way. We love each other for our differences because that is where we learn about each other, is differences. So I'm going to tell you guys about something that Sam and I have going on right now. Please don't think I'm crazy. Please don't think I'm crazy. Who on here saw what was on my post about, hey, did you guys see something weird with the moon? Anybody see that? Gorgeous moon pictures popped up on that thing. Oh my gosh, that post got some really beautiful moon pictures. Anybody see that? No. Yeah, don't give your money, right, Jay? Don't give your energy to something designed for this division. I know, Leslie, just a little bit. I have to tell you that my brain has shifted in the last day and a half. And it's freaked me out a little bit. You didn't get to see the moon. It's freaked me out a little bit. And if it had just been me, I'd have been like, ooh, need to get those eyes checked. Like, it's time, man. It's time. I don't post very often either, Kelly. I don't even do like I'm not very good at it right now. Anyway, so I posted and I said, hey, anybody else see anything different with the moon last night? So I'm standing on the porch, okay? Beautiful full moon. Oh my God, the moon was so gorgeous. And I was standing out there and I just felt the pull. I could feel the pull of the moon. So when I sit under the moon or I stand under the moon, you guys, I don't do it very long because it makes me very, very, this sounds so strange, makes me very, very dizzy. And I've had a couple moments in my life in the last 10 years where I can be sitting there or looking at the moon and just sitting there and taking in the moon. And I feel as if I'm meditating and getting ready to have an out-of-body experience. Now, my humanness goes and pulls that right back. And I go, whoo, let's not do that. I don't think I'm ready for that, right? So, but that's not the weirdness. That's not the weirdness at all. Aloha. How are you? I watch all your stuff. You know that, right? I'm stalking you. I was seeing stuff in the moon on the 8th. Okay, Pulsey. So I'm out on the porch, right? I'm probably letting Buford out. And I'm just standing there, and the edge of our porch has this, anyways. And so I'm standing there right at the top of the steps, and I'm just like feeling that energy, and I feel myself being pulled up, right? So I'm like, okay, we're not going to do that. And I open my eyes and I look up the moon, and there's 2 effing moons, you guys. I am not even kidding you. There was 2 moons, 2 of them, not one in an orb or not one in a little one, but I swear to you, I swear, there is a moon. And then there is another moon directly behind it and off to the right. And it is reddish brown. And then the moon in the front is white, right? So my brain is going, I'm squinting. I'm trying to bring them together. I'm thinking maybe my eyes are just really, really tired. And I'm just like, okay, all right, all right. I stood on the freaking porch for 5 minutes trying to make it one moon, squinting, glasses on, glasses off. Like, this has got to be an optical illusion, or I don't know what the hell's going on, but there's two moons. Okay. And then I call Sam out. Now, Sam and I vibrate very much the same, right? We vibrate like we are tied at the hip, you guys. If he goes someplace, I go someplace. We're always together if he's not at work. So I'm thinking, anomaly, my eyes. And instantly, I honestly was concerned about my eyes. I was honestly concerned about my eyes because my uncle has macular degeneration. And I was like, oh shit, I need to go get my eyes checked. This is a problem. I was worried more about my eyes than anything else. I know. So Saturday was the alignment of the sixth planets. Look it up. And now they've found the ninth planet, you guys. It comes around every 20,000 years. What the hell? Okay. Anyways, right? So I'm on the porch and I'm like, okay, I need to get my eyes checked. This is a problem. I need to have Sam come out here and tell me that I need to have my eyes checked. So I'm standing in the kitchen and I must have been a little pale because the thought of having a problem with my eyes in that degree really scared the shit out of me. And I'm standing in the kitchen and he's like, what's wrong? And I go, can you come out on the porch with me? And he's like, sure. So he comes out on the porch and I take him to, right where he's standing here and I'm standing over here. And I go, isn't the moon beautiful? And he goes, yeah. And I said, what do you see? And he goes, there are two moons. There are two moons. I did not lead him. I did not do anything. I did nothing like that. Nibiru, Renee, they have just confirmed the ninth planet they found in our solar system. I did not lead him. I did not tell him what I saw. I didn't say I was having problems with my vision. I was just like, look at how beautiful the moon is. And he's like, there's seriously two moons. He was a little freaked out. He says, there's two moons up there. I said, really? He goes, yeah. He goes, there's like this really bright one in the front. And then there's this like red brown one right off to the back to the right, just a little bit still behind it, And I'm like, okay. All right. No problem. We're going to take a poll. So, it's midnight and I call our son and I'm like, hey, come downstairs. Here comes Sasquatch down the steps at midnight, right? And he's standing on the porch. And he comes to the porch and he's like, what? And I said, isn't the moon beautiful? And he's looking at me like, Mom called me down at midnight to look at the moon. Wow. And I go, isn't it beautiful? And he goes, yeah, it's really pretty. And I said, how many moons do you see? He goes, one. And I went, there are two moons up there. No, Samantha, it is, it was all night, right? To the point where well, it wasn't all night. We watched it for probably an hour because Sam and I were still going outside going, what the shit is going on? And then we came inside, we went to bed. So last night we're driving, right? Because we were out late with the cat at the vet and stuff. And we're driving and the moon comes up and I'm looking at that moon. I'm like, there is one freaking moon over there. I'm so happy tonight because I'm trying to quantify this. Like maybe it was swamp gas from Venus, whatever. And maybe there was art. No, it isn't like all of a sudden at one level or anything like that. So we get home and I looked up at the moon. We got out of the car. I looked up at the moon. And there's two effing moons again, right? There's two distinct moons last night again. And I go, okay. But it hadn't been when it was coming up over the horizon. After it got up over the tree line, it broke off into two. And we're sitting here watching this, right? So I was. And I come in the house and I'm just like, I am not going to say a damn thing. I'm not saying a thing to Sam because by the time we pulled in the driveway, there was still just one moon. I know this is crazy. He comes in the house. He was out taking care of his chicken dynasty, right? He comes in the house. Now, mind you, this was, what time was this? This was like 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. We haven't left for the vet yet. He comes in the house and he goes, hey, did you see how pretty that moon is? And I said, isn't it gorgeous? Because I wasn't saying anything. I wasn't going to be like, yeah, maybe there's two of them. Because I was just like, the one night was an anomaly enough. He goes, how many moons are up there? And I went, why? We're checking our sanity against each other, right? And he goes, how many did you see? I said, two. Terry Gross, good morning. To afternoon. He's like, two? We're in Ohio too. He goes, yeah, there's two moons out there now. And I'm like, I don't even know what to say. Anybody have an explanation or know somebody that has an explanation? I'm down for an explanation because I mean to tell you, our son doesn't see it. So we thought maybe it was because I'm looking for a reason. I'm thinking maybe it's an optical illusion because of where we're at. Maybe there's some maybe farmer's dirt or something, come up from the ground. I don't know what's going on. But Sam and I see it clear as day. Went to take a picture of it, not there. Guess what? I didn't know that when you go to take a picture of the moon, that AI does it. Did you guys know this? I had no clue. Sam was telling me last night. I'm like, but we went to take a picture of it and it was gone. Like it was there and then it focused in and then it was gone. Right? You're in Northwest Ohio. Missy, you've probably come into the store, right? The Mystical Moons in Defiance. Have you come into we have the Mystical Moons in Defiance. So you've seen two as well? Something funky's going on, you guys. I am telling you, it was freaky. And it's not like, oh, it's obvious. It's obvious. And I wasn't going to talk about this online because it makes me feel like I'm batshit crazy. But it is two distinct moons, one right in front of the other, and one of them is translucent. But I didn't know that AI, the really, really bright one's translucent, and then there's this brownish red thing behind it. It's still light, but it's not. You thought you were crazy? So, but yeah, when you go to take a picture of the moon, it is like 75% AI fills in the picture for you. Do you know that? I didn't till last night. You're not great. I'm great. I'm glad somebody else saw it, Missy. Yeah. So 2 nights in a row we've seen it. Oh, I was just like, maybe we're slipping through another dimension. I don't know what's going on here. Moon dogs. Nope, not moon dogs. I looked up moon dogs because seriously, I want to explain it away. So I'm looking up all the scientific reasons. It's nothing like a moon dog. Nothing at all. Yeah. Renee says, when I saw the weird moon thing, it was late and I was really tired. I actually remember thinking that I'm just tired. And if not, it's because I'm tired. It's just way too tired to deal with tonight. So I told myself just to ignore it and go back to bed because if I look any more closely, I'll freak myself out and I won't be sleeping. Right. Yes. Missy, something big is shifting right now. Absolutely. There's something going on. I want to explain it away and I can't figure out how to do it. There has to be a reason. So if somebody comes up with one, I like Kelly LaVoy's idea, but once again, I looked it up. So, Yes, the moon was brownish yellow and dark red. Weird. And then, of course, you're standing there, so you've ruled out the eye thing because you're not the only one seeing it. And then it's conspiracy theory time. I don't know. So, anyhow, that's the weirdness. It's because all the planets are all lined up in a row, but that should maybe it's setting off the I don't know. I know. So I'm like, hey, maybe because I'm making a joke out of it at a point because I'm like really like freaked out by it. I make a joke. I'm like, well, maybe it's like one of those fueling ships that you see the airplanes that fuel. It's coming in to fuel the moon up, and it's going to leave in a couple days. It'll be all fine. I don't know. Maybe no. Oh my God! If that's a meteor coming at this place, no. It was the same size as the moon, Penny. Like it was like two moons, one overlapping another like this, and you could see they were like the same size and everything. That's why my brain went to optical illusion, right? Or brain snails or something. I don't know. All right, moving on, guys. That's the weirdness I have going on in life. I'm not quite sure. I really would love to be able to explain it away. I would love to explain it away. So if anybody comes up with a viable excuse that I can go research and be like, oh yeah, I like that. That works. There have been a lot of anomalies. There have been a lot of anomalies around the moon lately. Has anybody noticed that? You can go online and see. There's lots of unidentifiable like meteors. They say right close to the moon, like they're just what? Brain snails. Brain snails. Okay. There's a lot of things being recorded right now that are. What I enjoyed when I looked up the AI thing was it said, when taking a picture with your digital camera on your phone, AI will complement the picture with what it already knows to fill in any blurry areas that your phone is not able to focus on, which is pretty much the whole freaking moon, right? Probably, because that's crazy. I always thought it was crazy you could do that. And then it says, in some circumstances, you will find anomalous objects on the moon that have been supplied by AI as well. Please disregard those, for they are a artifact of the AI. Yeah, I've been experiencing a lot of things, a lot of weird things too. Anybody else noticing a shift? We have one. Other than the moon thing, anybody else noticing the shift that we're going through? It's just a slip. It feels like a slip, like, I didn't remember this, or I had a really bad couple days of just memory gap. Like I couldn't remember anything. Like to start reading cards for people. Could I get a whoop whoop in the room, please? What do we have going on? On the 20th, if you're new, you guys, you can go to mymysticallife.com and sign up for the free psychic development class we're doing on the 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It is a Zoom room. We have a lot of people that are participating. So if you're interested in that, you can go sign up for free. It's beginner friendly. We're going to start at the beginning and we're going to see what we can help each other learn. I do have structure as well on what to teach, but we have fun. Locally, we had 15 people at our ghost hunting group meeting the other day. So we have a paranormal investigation scheduled. It is going to be a blast. So excited about that. That was a lot of people. And I know there was a couple people that were missing as well. So we're going to get into that. We're going to go with, Winged Wanderer this morning, first out the gate. Brain fog, big time. Jody Runyon, are you new? Are you new? If you guys are new, let us know, because the greeting squad on here is fabulous. We were more of a community, less a jump on, ask a question and leave kind of thing. This is a great group of people. Winged wanderer. Oh, oh, okay, all right. So, ta-da. So, well, welcome, Jody. Why we do psychic development class? Because everybody's an intuitive, and the more we step into our own intuition, the more we see beyond right in front of our face. And then we start to live with more joy because we realize we are never alone. We always have guidance. We always have somebody coming across trying to help us along the way. You'd be surprised. I don't think you can take the AI off of the camera for that, Renee. I'll have to ask. I'll have to ask Google. Let's ask AI if we can remove AI and see if it's become sentient yet, and says no. God. Ah! Oh my gosh, Winged Wanderer, how are you this morning? Whew. Do you feel like you had the carpet pulled from underneath you? YouTube, the struggle is real, Leona. Yeah. Yeah, I getcha. Missy's like, new but not new to the store. Welcome. You're welcome. No, that's not how that goes. Welcome. Okay. It is how it goes, but not in the right context. Winged Wanderer. An older digital camera, maybe, or maybe a film camera. I don't know. I have one actually. A really great one. I mean, well, I have that's digital. But I have a really nice little one that I last time I used it was Savannah and I, we were in Sam and I were still in Virginia. I have that film in the camera still. I need to get it developed. So Winged Wanderer. I want to put the overthinking vibe out here for you. Okay. Time to stop, slow down the thought process on a lot of different things and quit overthinking thinking things. It has gotten you stuck. It has you stuck in something that you're just struggling internally with and just need to be able to move forward, because what it's doing is it's shutting down your creativity. It's shutting down the things that really, some things, not all things, but some things that bring joy into your life, because you're overthinking, what's my next step? Do I do this for this or do I do it for that? These are really good cards, and they're talking about you being stuck. You have the Hanged Man. This is a shitter get off the pot card, right? And this one's turned upside down. It's reversed. It says, "Hey, you're stuck. You've got your mindset. You do it the way you do it, and not everybody. Everybody's gonna be watching the moon tonight. I want an update. Okay, you guys. So it's time to start allowing things to come into your life. It's time to start allowing things to change and not be the one that says this is the way it is. It's hard sometimes when you're the person in charge of XYZ and somebody else wants to come in and create some change. I have this with Sam all the time. He thinks he runs something, but he does not know how to do anything with the business. So when he does come in, he's like, "We're going to do it this way," and I just wait for him to leave, and I have to change it. Because it's not the normal process. Oh my gosh, this card's for me too. But there's it's time to allow some things to change. It's allowed to move your coffee pot. That's my favorite one. Trying to create some new brain cells is what we're doing. But then they're talking about this can happen gently. This isn't you don't have to shift gears and then all of a sudden everything be changed. It can be a subtle integration of change into your life. So it's time to start allowing some things, because you kind of right here, you have so many more levels of achievement ahead of you that you could be doing, but you have to change things up a little bit and start. So your guides are like, the way you've done it is not the way it's going to be done. Okay. I hope that's helpful. Oh, I'm so sorry, Diana. Alana's new. Everybody give Alana a welcome. Good morning. All right. So can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Let's see. Okay, good. You were super quiet, and I'm like, maybe it doesn't resonate, which is fine, right? Which is fine. Um, let's see, what else do we have going on? I would love it, love it, love it if you guys are new. If you could go to the Inner Peace Expo on Facebook, it's facebook.com/Inner Peace Expo in Napoleon, Ohio, and give a like to the page. We are raising awareness of the page. It's a brand new page, so we're breaking it out, Okay. Everybody's gonna be watching the moon tonight being like, is Lisa crazy? My brain says it's an anomaly of some sort, but my spiritual side feels differently. Onward. Can I get oh there we did it already. I already did it. It's a new day. Shirley is in the UK. She is new. Good morning, everybody. All right, let's see. Let's do Missy Schwab. Hi from Las Vegas, Nevada. Oh no, there's days, Diana. I don't have paperwork, but okay. Missy Schwab. Missy, I don't know. Oh yes, stay cool. It's hot out there. It is too hot. I am not even out there working on. I have stuff to do. I'm not going out there. Missy, I want to talk about your third eye. I don't know what you do, but you're very clairaudient. But they want to tie. Hey, Angel, they want to tie this to your third eye. So they're like, if you're not doing anything with this, it's time to put a toe in the water. There's actually showing me like reaching a toe into the water, going, is this something I want to be involved in or not? I don't know if you have some trepidation about maybe stepping in and trusting something unseen, but we do it all the time. We do it all the time. It's just trying to decide what to put our faith in, right? They want to talk about somebody from the other side that knew you when you were very young. And I'm thinking this is a new type of information that I'm getting that I should mentally log. This person passed away probably when you were very young. They show you in this infant form like this, and this is how we put our puzzle pieces together. I just put a puzzle piece together on a new piece of on a piece of information that I have coming across on how it comes across and what it means. But this is somebody that loved you when you were very young, and they were so happy to see you when you were a baby. But they have passed away. This is a woman. This is a woman. She's kind of tall. What's that? And I feel like either she sang to you or she talked to you a lot. You ask for a sign about this. Great. There's something, either they're talking to you now, and it's so weird because I have this feeling on this side of my throat going up towards my ear. I think this person talks to you a lot. Okay, Ashley. You need to start paying attention to that. Start paying attention to that, because that is one of those opportunities that you are being given to step into the guidance of somebody from the other side that loves you unconditionally. Loves you unconditionally. There's guidance there for you. I'm not sure if you're using it or not. And the anxiety that goes with stuff like this, you need to let that go, because there's no reason to be anxious. Those on the other side, they love us, you guys. That's why they're there. I mean, could you imagine? Could you imagine just being like a pedestrian walking by, seeing all these meat suits, and you're like, eh. They come back because they care. They're part of a soul group. They're not just a meat suit walking the planet with us. They have decided to come back time and time again. Not the first life you've had with this person. You've played the reverse roles with this person as well. Oh man, they are really trying to get. I actually now have a thump in my ear. I have a thump in my ear, like boink. It's not a ting, and it's not a ringing. It's not anything. It's like boink, 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 boink. So like they're really, really trying to get your attention. Ask for validation from this person. Ask for validation from this person. This person's really picky. Not picky, but demanding. I just had somebody touch me. I don't think I've had that in like several years while I was doing readings because I have pretty good boundaries, and somebody just went like this down my back. Would you mind? Anyhow, Missy, ask for validation in the weirdest ways. And I'm big on this, you guys, ask for validation in ways that only that person would understand. With Metatron, I ask for sacred geometry, or I ask, I could tell you guys the story about Metatron. You guys want to hear the story about Metatron? A lot of people already have, but I keep forgetting that a lot of people here are new. I have a really great Metatron. Oh yeah, that's true. Renee's like, I think you may be the validation for this person, Lisa. This is possible. Thank you, Renee, for seeing with open eyes. Here's me. But ask for your validation as well. It's important because once we shift that perspective and we start to be, instead of, I wish they would be around, I need to know, to they're with me all the time, how can they help? There we go. It changes your energy. It changes your energy. Who's going to be looking at the moon tonight? I keep circling back to this because I'm freaked out. And you can't put on a post online, hey, who saw 2 moons tonight? Thank you, Renee. Okay. We're going to be looking at the moon. It's some dynamic energy. Honest to God, you guys, I kind of want it to go away. Not the moon, but the second one. Okay, so really quickly, I will tell you my my Metatron story very quickly. So don't forget, you guys, we are doing a free psychic development class. It's normally my thingy is this long, but I did a different aspect. We are having a free psychic development class. It is a Zoom room. So even if, see, this is how easy they allow us to get rid of people. There we go. Even if you just want to sit and meet the people that are in the chat and talk, you can totally do that too, because we will need people to, well, not in the first one, we won't need people to practice on too much, but it's going to be fun. Go to mymysticallife.com and you can sign up for free. It's a Zoom. It's on the 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay. So really, really quickly, I was at the stuck point in my life where I would not do anything but email or Facebook readings. I would not talk to anybody in person, right? This was not a thing. And yeah, the class is free to everyone. You guys go to mymysticallife.com. You'll find it. So I kept getting all this sacred geometry. Yes, I didn't want, I know, right? I kept getting sacred geometry right before I wake up. And I'm very picky about when my guides are allowed to talk to me. They have to talk to me right before I wake up. Anyhow, I had the sacred geometry come in one morning, and it was all about, the message was about, I was supposed to go online. Now, there's a whole lot more to this, but I'm only going to flesh this part out here on why all that. So I'm an overthinker. I am an over everything. I have a lot of muchness, and bless my husband. Anyhow, I had Metatron come on first thing in the morning. Is like, you need to go live, and I'm like arguing with him, like, I don't want people to see me. I'm not this, and I'm not that, and I'm not perfect, and I'm blah blah blah. Look at this nowadays, right? And So he's like, no, you need to. And I said, okay, give me really strong validation on this and I'll think about it. Right. So he flashes me a picture of Bewitched. And it's the 50s program, the Bewitched, or 60s, but it's the beginning credits where it's a cartoon and there is the cat sitting on Darren's shoulder. She's standing in the kitchen. She has the frying pan like this. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll see if I see that during the course of the day. I will go live. Right? I don't watch television. Game on. Let's do it. It is December in the middle of Montana. It is snowing and I'm not going anywhere. So what are we going to do? How's this going to happen, buddy? I mean, I really had that belligerent kind of, what are you going to do about it? Attitude. Oh, how the lofty fall. So I love Bewitched too. So anyways, there was, and he was like, then you need to have a cartoon made. So I actually have a cartoon made of myself. But anyways, that's another story. And so I was just all cocky. And then my friend called me and she said, hey, you want to go to the vintage store with me? They had a vintage dress store there. And I was like, hell yeah. Love that place. Anyhow, I have purchases, right? And I'm at the desk and I'm just getting ready to pay. And I look up, and what is above the freaking register in my face, dead in my face, but the exact same picture Metatron showed me. Lost. That's what I did. I lost. So I went home and I commissioned somebody to make a cartoon for my logo. And here we are. Anybody can attend the class, you guys. It is open to anybody that is willing to open yourselves up and learn a little. The class is open to everybody. It's free. Six years later. Yeah, it's 6 or 7 years. I don't know. There's the husband. Hi.
Hey.
How is the chicken dynasty?
It's warm out there.
Okay.
Everybody's,
yeah. One to Metatron.
Everybody's good. Quail are hatching.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love Bewitched too. Yeah. Okay, can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Hey, okay. Here's I can't switch it.
It's okay. No, it's okay.
Hey baby, how many moons are in the sky?
None right now.
Yeah.
Why do you ask, honey?
Is it almost 7 years already? Why do I ask? Because we're talking about it.
Who's we?
Just everybody. How many moons are in the sky?
I don't know. I don't know.
This is the true answer, right? We don't know. Like, we thought one. That's what they taught us for a long time.
Just don't know if it's a trick on the eyes or if our eyes were just tired or
somebody else has seen it.
Really?
Here in Northwest Ohio.
Really?
Yeah. One of our customers.
When it seems to only be when it's like
right it's above the tree line.
Huh? Right above. Once it gets up higher though, it's not so at least
yeah,
it's still yeah, exactly. It's not so distinct. It's not so different.
So well, let's go trick of the light. Okay.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Let's go with
7 or 2. What?
7 months. Oh no, the 7 years is 7 years online.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with
it's only been 7 years.
I know, right? Alana
Shannon.
We're gonna go with Alana. Shannon.
My time.
They have in Ontario as well. So it's not perspective.
That's right in this region for sure then. What?
Heather Johns thought it was dust reflections. Yeah, that's what
You mean from the chemtrails that don't exist?
Okay.
I'm sorry. I seem to have a little problem with them chemtrails.
Alana.
Oh man, I'm sorry. It's warm out there. Sorry, my hair's a mess.
There are a lot of shifting energies right now. I think that you have a lot of things that are available to you that you're not seeing. Right? They're like, what?
It's swamp gas reflecting off of Venus.
Yes. It's cow farts. Yeah, no, there's 2 moons. There's 2 moons.
Number 7 or 2 moons. Got you. Very well explained.
Okay.
I got you there.
Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Moon has been very orange. I can handle orange. Orange we got.
So there's it's an atmospheric phenomenon when it's like a certain, once it gets up to a certain point. From what we have read on that, and this was years ago because we were wondering why the hell it was red or in that. I say that way because that's the way it comes up for us. It's because the way the light waves from the sun come through the atmosphere and it bends them to make the light show as red on through the atmosphere.
Because the Earth is
and that's why once it starts to get, I'm sorry, that was a really bad representation. Once the moon gets up to a certain elevation, that stops because it's not going through the
dust anymore.
It's not going through the atmosphere like it was. So, anyways, that's the scientific explanation of the red moon at the beginning of the night.
So Renee over in Illinois sees it too.
Okay.
Isn't it funny? Wouldn't it be funny if like people all over the world saw it, but nobody wanted to say anything because they're afraid of being judged?
So last night we were talking about this on our way back from the vet.
Lana, I'm still here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Do the reading.
Normal squirrel moment.
No. Do the reading. We'll finish. Okay. We'll come back to it. Sorry. We'll circle back.
Okay, Alana. This is the thing today. This is the theme. This happens, you guys, this happens. Lack of moving forward is stopping some things from being brought into your life that are really, really joyful.
And that are waiting to kick butt.
Yeah, they're waiting to be, and it's on an emotional level. They're like, come on, quit thinking about this. Let's move forward. Don't think so hard. Just move yourself out there and start to be action, be all those things. And that is when the joy is really going to start coming into your life. Quit overthinking shit. Oh my goodness. Because it really is robbing you of your own power. This is the Magician, strongest card in the whole deck, right? So it says, hey, quit overthinking crap. And because it's creating stagnation. You don't need that in your life.
Was it inverted or was it upright?
It was reversed, yeah. Hi, everybody. Okay. Definitely circle back. Not moving forward is going to keep you there. That's what they keep saying. I hope that's helpful. Okay. Where were we at? Now, where were we?
Oh, so last night on our way back from the vet, we were talking about the one of the possible reasons why people are seeing this, and it could be a vibrational level. Our
son didn't see it. He's low vibrating.
No,
he's not.
He was enhanced that night, so he was not a very good character to come and see this event.
Yeah.
He was enhanced. I like that term. That was
He
nice.
was enhanced.
He was enhanced. But what we're wondering is if we're vibrating different now, and it's causing us to see different things.
People shift, the people that are shifting.
You're right, and that doesn't mean that everybody can't see it. It's just maybe they're not ready for that yet. And there's so many things changing. It's not to say that very soon that everybody's going to see this, because this is coming in. This whole phase of life for all of us is coming in, whether we want it or not. It's coming. Okay. They were very poignant about that. Whether you want it or not, the phase is coming.
My husband, the channeler, I love him.
So yeah. Keep an eye out. See what you see. See what you don't see. We've seen reports where people see two moons on two different sides of the horizon.
Yeah.
But we've heard people saying they're seeing the. I had to cut the hose to repair it, and I got the clamp I bought doesn't work, by the way. So I have to go buy a different one, a bigger one. But what a lot of people are seeing is they're like overlapping, like we're seeing. Again. We might be off our cracker. Our cheese might still have the cracker.
Right off.
But
it's an unusual thing.
Very much. So the night she pulled me outside, she's like, hey, I need you to come here and see something.
I didn't lead him. I swear I didn't.
So she went out on the porch and she just stood out there and looked up at the moon. And I was really having trouble focusing on it. I was like, what the hell's going on here? And I took my glasses off. I closed one eye, and every time I saw the same thing. And I thought my eyes are just really tired. And then I told her what I saw, and if she had hair on her arm, it all stood up, and she was like,
or brain stems. Yeah, it's brain stems.
So I don't know.
It's weird. There's going to be so many people from here watching the moon tonight. Let us know what you see. Try to take a picture of it. You can't. And we talked about the A on that, anyways. Okay, this is for Joy.
I'm sorry. I just came in from the bar and I'm sweating, and I can't help that. So here we are. I'm fluffy. I'm a little sticky fluffy, but I'm fluffy.
Joy, are you still here? Yeah, we get on a rant.
Yeah.
We have rants. It's what we do.
It's not a rant. It's
so
a soapbox.
So Mr. Fry has announced to me yesterday that we are going to start giving tickets. Oh yeah, husband's Chandler, psychic medium, the whole 9 yards. Rising tides raise all ships. We grew together.
She threw the anchor in my ass and drugged me like no.
We are going for every.
I found it fascinating, and
for every purchase over $25, either online or in person in the store, you're going to get put into a drawing for something spectacular. So we used to do monthly drawings. We're going to go back to.
We used to do monthly drawings with a membership, but now we're going to, we're going to do it with the store just to keep busy. So starting September 1st, that doesn't mean don't go buy nothing now, but starting September 1st, the first day to the last day of each month. Okay, so September 1st to September 30th. Yes, the 30th, because there's no 31 day. Yeah. So I'm doing calendars in my head. Sorry. We will pull every receipt above $25, and that is not including tax, because
that's the thing.
Yeah. So if you're buying something, it's got to be $25 or more.
We haven't picked out what it's going to be yet, but it's going to be spectacular.
Right. Yes, correct.
We might even buy something special for it, but why? We have thousands of crystals.
We have a few crystals we can put there. Anyways, so every month moving forward, starting in September 1, we will go back through the month of receipts and pull everybody's names out. Fortunately, we can do that electronically, so it's really easy for us to pull the names and go. So if you're a local to Defiance, make sure you put your name in our system so that we can make sure, because otherwise if you just come through and you just pay for it, it doesn't show up. It just shows up as a blank, and right. So we can't help you if it's blank. So but we want to put as many people into the drawing as possible.
Yep. Joy, are you still here?
And I'm just saying this now, for the month of December, we're going to do the same drawing for the month of December, but we're going to have another one, a special one for that, and that will come out in November and let you know what the terms are on that one. It's going to be a higher purchase level for the bigger prize, but
tiered.
Yes, yeah. But that's in December, and of course we'll do that drawing first week of January. So that's the other thing. We'll do the first Saturday of every month, like we used to do.
Isn't it neat, Renee?
For the first Saturday of every month, we will do the drawing for the previous month. That gives us time to get all the things together, because it takes a lot to print everybody's names out and make the little slips to draw. So we'll do the tumbler with the roll, all that good stuff. So
yeah, and then we'll have a set draw day and time.
Yes, that is correct, and we will announce that every month, because it'll shift a little bit because of calendars. First Saturday is never the same day, unless we had a 13-month calendar like we used to do a bazillion years ago.
Oh God. Okay, Joy Dyer is still here.
Look it up if you don't know about it. It used to be a 13-month calendar, because if you divide the 365 days divided by 3, it comes out to 13 months. It's like 28 days. So the 13 lunar cycles of the year coincide with a 13 monthly calendar. So they changed us off of that calendar to the current one we have, and whatever. But here we are. So look it up. That's a whole other rabbit hole for you to go down. So if you go to November, November, December, October is 8, November is 9, and December is 10. And so actually March is supposed to be the beginning of the new year for the calendar. So, but I think they had different names for them. The early calendar, the early months. So, anyways, look it up. Look it up. It's pretty cool.
Alana, that last reading was for you. Okay. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? I was going to read for Joy, but I don't see her.
Samuel.
Hi, Samuel.
Samuel's on?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Samuel. What's up? What's up?
I think that's really awesome, Renee.
What's up? I think Brian. Of course, it popped out the screen.
Yeah. Slowly open it up.
That's okay.
Good morning.
We'll come back and read it.
I know. Sam always has such interesting facts.
I go down rabbit holes. And this one, I mean, it might not be that important, but
okay, I just wanted to make sure you knew.
Wow. Huh? I think we're on the was it the Gregorian calendar or whatever one we're on now? It's look up what the calendar was called before the current one. I don't
old ass calendar. Okay, let's go with Leanne.
Oh. So the Ethiopians, I forgot about this. The Ethiopians still use the 13-month calendar. They did not change when the rest of the world changed. So the Ethiopians are on a 13-month calendar. I forgot about that.
Knowledge is power.
Right.
Mayan. Leona says Mayan as well. Hi, Leona. All right. Leanne, how are you? Talking about letting go of some narcissistic tendencies. This is about the ties that bind us. Sometimes we feel like because we have a tie, then we're obligated to that sometimes. And it doesn't matter what keeps you there, whether it's love or guilt or just association. Sometimes that particular energy can be conflicting, right? You have to make the decision as to what type of conflict you're allowed to let you want. This is an interesting read, right? Because the first card is the Lovers, and this is about the wonderful ties that we have in life and the things that bring us joy and what people bring us joy. But then it starts talking about that conflict that sometimes pops up as well. And just know that not all relationships are meant to be a forever relationship. If you start to have conflict and it becomes part of your life that does no longer serve you, it's sometimes, and you'll never hear me say, taking the spiritual journey means you're going to drop people out of your life. We are supposed to be moving forward. And if people move forward with us, that's wonderful. But sometimes there's conflict and we don't always get along with everybody all the time. And sometimes people have signed on the contract to come in and be a conflict at some point. And that's when we start to leapfrog forward and learn by letting go of some of the things. You don't have to let them go totally, but you don't have to hold the same beliefs or revolve in the same energy, and you can start to let things go. And that's when you really start to experience the things in life that were put there for you. They were placed there for you. Yes, people can be seasonal. They can be. They come in just like our animal totems and our guides. They can come in and they can be there for the moment. And then when they have taught their lessons or whatever it is that they're doing, then sometimes it's time to move on. We all have friends that we've had and then they've outgrown us or we've outgrown them. And it's not an angry situation. It's just the cycle, right?
It's the Gregorian calendar is what we're on right now. Just in case.
Yeah. So it's okay to allow people. It's okay to allow people to cycle out of your life. That you don't have to have them there all the time as well. Hey.
So with that, we are here to be people's lessons, and there's people that coming through our lives to be our lessons. And so the people that come and go, whether it's you coming and going from somebody or them coming and going from you, there was lessons to be learned there. Absolutely. Good lessons, bad lessons, just lessons.
And here is the last card they wanted me to pull for you. It's not your job to carry everybody else's stuff. So if you feel like you're a dumping ground for somebody, that could be part of that as well. You don't have to have disagreements, but it could be just a heavier energy that you are cycling around, that it makes life a little bit dimmer. Does that make sense? That you could slow your association with, or something along those lines. Hope that's helpful.
Remember to take care of your energy before you take care of others.
Yep, can't fill from an empty cup.
Because people will take if you let them.
Absolutely. Now, what about the calendar?
I'm sorry. So currently we're on the Gregorian calendar. And of course, Google, they won't tell you what the real calendars were prior to that. But I mean, they'll give you some ideas, but yeah. So, yep.
Okay.
I told you I get these rabbit holes.
And there we go. All right, you guys.
Wow.
All right, guys. Everybody, have a wonderful afternoon. Stay cool. Find light, find love, find joy, feel divine, because you are. And
by the way, everybody already is cool. Maybe it's not be temperature cool.
There you go. And if Mr. Fry were here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Hey, and may the light be with you always.
All right. Bye, guys.